Right.
You're not saying you're going to make Scrubs 2.
Right.
You're not Scrubs. You're not saying you're going to make Garden State 2. You're doing something really extra ballsy and saying to your fans, hey, take a leap with me. You've liked what I've done before. Will you invest?
Yeah, but aren't you saying also it's the same character from Garden State?
No.
It's no?
No,
I'm saying that.
The only thing I said was, here's what I said on the page, and people can look at the video I made, but I said it's the same spirit, it's the same tone, if you like that. You know, the Garden State soundtrack was a huge hit, so we said it's that kind of music, but it's not the same people. And so there was a lot of skepticism whether it would work with a new project, not something that was building off something else.
But meanwhile, from what I read, it's been pretty successful. How much do you have raised already?
Well, our bottom goal that we were headed for was $2 million, and over the course of a month. And I figured you only need 20,000, 30,000 people across the globe who'd be into this.
Right.
We hit $2 million in 36 hours.
Wow.
And
were you shocked?
I was shocked. The fans.
So now, what do you do with the extra money? Do you make a bigger film? Do you make
that's a great question.
Yeah.
So $2 million, and that was something else to clear up. There's no movie you're making for $2 million. I'm in all the unions and guilds, and
there's no way you can do it.
There's nothing. People need to know. By the way, part of this, the onus is this month has been for me explaining film financing to Earth, because a lot of the people that got upset don't understand the basics that I need to explain to them.
Why not? Now that you got $2-something million in how many days or hours?
36 hours.
36 hours.
Why not now go to a studio and say, all right, I've got $2 million.
Because that breaks the spirit of what I said to the people.
Oh, I see. That would be because I would say, hey, let's take that $2 million and now we can get some bigger finance.
Well, we did that, what I did was I said, look, here's the pitch. I'm going to raise as much on here as I can.
Right.
And we have 3 days left. So the reason you keep going, Robin, is $2 million is not the whole thing to make the movie. $2 million was the minimum.
Right.
But you're not making any movie for $2 million. I knew that I would add my own dough.
Right.
And I knew that I would be able to, when I assembled my cast, I would be able to pre-sell some foreign territories. And those three sources, Kickstarter money, my own money, and pre-selling some foreign.
How much of your own money do you have to put up?
It's a sliding scale because we're not done yet. It'll depend on. They're currently selling it in Cannes.
Do you have to put up $1 million, $2 million?
I don't know. It could be I don't know yet. It'll depend on where we end up.
Would you put up $1 million?
Yeah, easily.
You will.
Easily. Oh yeah.
Because you believe in the project.
I totally believe in the project, and I gotta put up or shut up. My fans have rallied in an insane way, so I gotta rally.
They have. So why the controversy? Here's my theory on it.
Okay, and I'll tell you mine.
Okay. My theory is the people on Kickstarter who aren't having a lot of success raising money are upset with you because they think that guys like you come on there and suck all the attention away from them, which is totally ludicrous. Because I can say, if you're on there, maybe I will go check out their project because you attract attention.
Howard, in the opening day of my launch, Kickstarter had their biggest day in their history.
Wow.
I brought, and this is 2 weeks old information, so I don't even know what it is now, but the CEO told me I brought over 20,000 people I registered at Kickstarter. Then he told me that between me and Kristen Bell, $400,000 of new money had gone to other projects on the site.
Well, yeah. So it's good for
anyone who goes on this website will instantly be addicted. It is so cool.
Well, I never heard of Kickstarter until
I know you, and you can click on photography, innovation, and you'll spend your day on there. It is so cool. So the idea that what I did was marshal my fan base over to this website.
So why do you think you're getting criticized? Was I right that that's the reason?
That was one of the things that people thought I was hurting Kickstarter. Then Kickstarter finally released a statement saying, listen, everyone, that's not what you're saying isn't true at all. Look what Zach brought to the table. And these people, my Twitter feed is filled with people being like, Zach, I'm going to kill you. I've just funded 5 different things. I can't get off. Have you funded this one? And then you look on the comments section of my Kickstarter page, it's like, it's a whole community of people.
So why else are you receiving criticism then?
When I have to, this is the most, it's bloggers who are pissed that I was successful. People who don't like me. Look, if you don't like me.
People are jealous.
Let me put it this way. If you don't like me, this isn't the club for you.
Right.
So there's people who, not everyone's going to like you. You have amazing people that rallied like crazy, and then you have people that don't like you. This is their opportunity to go nuts.
Yeah.
And they've had a field day for the last 3 weeks. bashing me in blogs and in entertainment.
What are they saying that's so terrible?
How dare he? He's got money. Fuck him. Right. This should only be for people that have yet to be discovered. And,
you know who wrote that? Wilmer Valderrama wrote that. I saw. He didn't like you.
And then also, on Twitter, when I have to block someone these days, because I'm fine for like a healthy debate, but when someone's a douche and I have to block them, 99% of the time when I click on their thing to block them, in their description is the word writer. Right. It's a jealousy thing. I don't know. And all I can say is I'm not sure how my success with this hurts anyone else. All I'm doing, the Kickstarter, when this happened...
Yeah, I don't get the argument.
But I've been having the debate for a month and I don't get the argument. And I also, another thing I have is all the analytics in front of me. So I'll read this blog that says I'm a horrible person and makes all these points. And I'm sitting there with the data going, you're wrong on every single point you're making.
Right. But
you can't engage.
No, because if you do, it's just going to go on and on and on.
So we have 3 days left.
Now, why do you only have 3 days left?
Because you set a month goal.
Oh.
And we're about to be...
Can you change that? Can you say, well, now I want to add another month?
No, because we're shooting in August. We got to get going. So, we want to keep going. I would love for people to come join the thing, and it's going to be really cool. What's
the biggest donation you got?
10 grand.
Wow.
Whoa.
What's the smallest?
But 10 grand was for a line in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And you can give $1.
You can give $1. Most of the donations, what's the average donation?
The average donation, the median and the average are obviously different. The average ends up being around $70.
Right. That's very generous.
And the most common thing is T-shirts. People love, because we're making really cool T-shirts, and it's kind of like a club thing. But at the $10 level, you come in, and like I said, I was really fascinated by that, the engineering of that bike light thing. So I thought, I'm going to create my version of that. You like indie filmmaking, you're not in the business, but you're curious about it. I'm going to create for a year and a half an online magazine that is the videos and stories and behind-the-scenes information about the making of this movie.
Right.
I'm going to email you personally a copy of the script so you can follow along.
So while you can't offer a stock option, so to speak, you can offer your fans some access.
Exactly. Right. I can't offer you stock because that's not legal. But what I can give you is cool stuff. If you like me, you're going to see. I'm going to take you behind the scenes on this journey of how this movie's made.
Sounds good.
And also email you the script. And that's $10 for a year and a half worth of content. I got to be honest with you. I was inspired by you in a lot of ways, because what you said is, I can't do the show I want to do on terrestrial radio anymore.
Right.
I want to give. I know the fans want this. I know that they want it. I know that I can give it to them if I go here. And what did people do? They went apeshit. Oh, fuck you. No one's going to pay for radio. Who do you think you are? This is so arrogant. Da da da. And this is exactly what happened to me. People said no one's going to do this. It happened in 36 hours.
That's amazing. And you have an amazingly loyal fan base.
Yes.
And
I'm so lucky to have this fan base.
And I understand that analogy, because I say that about my fans. My fans are very, very good to me and very loyal. And I always appreciate my fans. I always appreciate the people who listen. And one of the nicest experiences in doing America's Got Talent has been going out and getting to meet people who listen to the show and stuff. So to be arrogant and to piss on your fans is the wrong thing.
I've been very clear ever since Scrubs and Garden State, the two things I'm most known for, how lucky I am. I wrote a play and I took it to London. My first play, and I started in London. We sold out this theater in the West End for 4 months.
Wow.
And it's because of this loyal fan base that just supports everything I do.
Why don't you put a special up there? For $100 grand, they get a night with you and Taylor. In bed. For, a girl.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
It's got to be a girl?
You can't.
What if Taylor says to you, I want to bring a guy into the bed?
I don't want that.
You don't want that? Isn't that weird how that works?
All the energy just went out of it.
No, that whole thing just got, just once a year.
No.
Just to keep things lively.
No, I don't want that. I mean,
guys are so crazy.
I don't want that.
Honey, I think it'd be really cool if you're with a girl in front of me.
Well, girls say that. That's how girls get out of it. They're like, okay, what if it's a guy?
What if the guy's really cute, like the Boston Bomber? Would you then consider it?
No, I don't want. I'd rather not have a dude in bed.
What is it, Brandon? Go ahead. In Santa Rosa, California, it's 9:14, and we're talking to Zach Braff. Zach Braff's new film, Wish I Was Here. Go to Kickstarter.com and search for Zach Braff. Z-A-C-H, Zach Braff. Yes, Brandon.
Hey, good morning, Zach.
Hi.
Hey, so in the newspaper here, it's been all over the news that you donated some money to help save Monterey Theater.
Yeah.
Any truth to that?
Yeah.
You saved the theater?
Well, I helped save a theater. You know, a lot of this is paying it forward. See, people think it's bullshit. I'm genuinely addicted to this Kickstarter website.
Right.
And I've been spending tons of money on there. There was a little movie theater that was going to get shut down, and because all the projectors are going digital now. And so these little theaters, this is something a lot of people don't know. If you love movies, this is something you should know about. Now that film is phased out, there's these tiny theaters all over the country who can't afford the digital projectors. The digital projectors are about $60,000 or something. And so these little theaters all over the country, unless they can switch to digital,